Hello everyone and welcome back to my video series on Python Fundamental. We are still in module 4. Wow, this module is getting long. That's because we have a lot of data types to treat in this module. Okay, so in this actual video, we are going to be looking at some dictionary methods. To be precise, we are looking at 5 of them: the get, clear, pop item, and updates. When do we use them? How do we use them? What do they entail? That's what we are going to be looking at in this video. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's move down to our IDE and see what we have. So as usual, we're using Jupyter Notebook. So first I'm going to create a simple dictionary, and then we are going to work with that. Now this is going to be a dictionary that is going to have definition of some items. Okay, so first let's see. So I'm going to call it my dict. So that's what I'm going to call it. It's going to have definition of some items. So first, let's look at some programming languages. So let's look at the Python language. So the Python language is simply a simple and fun programming language. Simple and fun language. So let's see one other language. Let's see C++, right? Yeah, let's see C++. So when it comes to the C++ language, we can simply say it is simply a strict programming language. Strict programming language. Let's just leave it at that. So let's have this definition that C++ is a strict programming language, and let's have some other language. Let's say we have Java. Okay, so we can say it is the boss of Android. So let's have it this way. So let's say these are definitions of some languages we have, even if you know those are not the definitions, but let's assume these are the definitions we have. So as usual, let me change this. I will change this to lang. Okay, so I have lang. So this is what I have. So as usual, we know too that we can extract some items out of this. I can say, okay, I want to extract Python out of this, and it's going to give me simple and fun language. But what if I try to extract a language that is not there? Let's say I try to extract C#. This is going to give you an error. It says we have key error. So this is where we now have to treat the first we have here, get. This is where you have to use get. Now if you don't want an error to pop up when you're trying to search for a particular item, you're not sure if that item is there, then it's better you use the get instead of you trying to index the item like this. So once you use get, if you try to extract the item, if the item is not there, it's going to give you a result. Okay, so we are going to say this is lang dot get. So what I want to get, I want to get C#. So let's say I want to get C#. So now it's not going to give me any error. So let me show you what is actually showing you. It's showing you the result. The result you have here is actually none because C# is not present. Okay, so you can see it's giving the result as none, telling you that there is no C# there instead of it giving you an error. So you can make use of this. Okay, if it is none, do this or do that. That's where you use the get. Okay, so you use get if you're not sure if that item actually exists and you don't want your program to crash. Okay, hope you understand that. Okay, so if the item actually exists, it will go ahead and extract the item for you as usual. The strict program language. But once it does exist, it's going to return none as the results. So next we are going to look at what we call pop. So for pop, let's say for some reason we don't want a particular item. You can actually use pop item. I'm using lang. You can use pop item. Let's start with pop item. So if you use pop item, by default, it's going to extract the last item. But to extract the last item, return it as a key value pair. So it will return the key, also return the value for you. So it's going to return it as a tuple. Now since it's returning it as a tuple, you can decide to save it somewhere and then make use of it. Okay, that's what pop item does. So if you run this, you can see it's returning the last item, which is Java, and it's giving us the value, which is it is the boss of Android, right? So that's what. So now if you check what lang is, you see that the last item is no longer there. Now we have just Python and C++. So that is what pop item does. Okay. So next we are going to use is pop. Now if you're using pop, if I say lang, unlike pop item that doesn't accept anything, in other words it returns the last value, if you're using pop you must give it what you want to return. But if I just say pop, you can see the error I have there. Pop expect at least one argument, and it got 0. So I have to tell it, okay, this is what I want to pop out. So let's say I want to pop out what is with the name Python, but I'm not going to pop out Python. We are treating Python for Christ's sake. So we are not going to pop out Python, we are going to pop out C++. So pop out C++, it has popped out C++, it has deleted it from memory, and now what you have there is just the Python language. So it is the last man standing actually right now. So that's the difference between the pop and the pop item. Okay, there are more to the pop, but I'll leave it for you guys to go and search for it. If I check what we have more to the pop, you can see there's a key. They said remove specified key returns the corresponding value. If key is not found, this return if given, otherwise key error is raised. Okay, so what that basically means is you can try to look for a key, and if that key doesn't exist, you give an error. For example, I can say, okay, pop out Java. But if I just say pop out Java, this is going to give me an error, key error, that Java doesn't exist automatically. That's what it means. But I can go ahead and say pop out Java, but if it doesn't exist, then return oops. Right? I thought I can do something like that. So now you can see, since Java doesn't exist, it is giving me oops. So that's simply telling me that Java doesn't exist. So I'm saying do this, but if you can't find it, then give me this. So based on what you're giving to me, I know that okay, you can't find it. Or if you give me something other than what I have here, it means you found it, and then you give me the result that you found. Okay. So you can see I've even shown you the more I wanted you to go and search out about pop. Okay, so that's it about the pop. So we've seen the pop item, we've seen the pop, we've seen the get. Which other two do we have left? So we have clear, and then we have updates. So what is the usefulness of clear? So basically what clear does, like the name implies, it clears your database, your dictionary. So if I pick lang and I say clear, it's simply going to wipe out everything I have in there. So if I check lang now, lang is now an empty dictionary. Okay, so finally we are going to treat the updates. Now for me to treat updates, first I'm going to recreate this. Let me just pick this and recreate this language. So I'm going to create this language back. So now I have it. So let's see different ways we can use to recreate. So if to update rather. So I can say updates. If you check what you have, they said you can give it an iterable, and then it's going to update from that iterable. So this is what it basically means. I can give it a list of tuples. Okay, I can say, okay, for the first, I want the language to be JavaScript, and I want the definition of that language to be, it is the powerhouse of the web. So that's the definition I have for that, right? Then I'll say, okay, give me another one. This time around, give me a language, MATLAB, and then just give me the definition that it is for scientific computation. Okay, so instead of me to say scientific computation, I can even put mathematical computation. So automatically what it's going to do is going to update lang with this being the key, this being the value, this being the key, this being the value. That's one way using a tuple. So now if I run this and I check what lang is, you can see it has been updated by JavaScript and MATLAB. But another way I can use this update function is not by passing in a tuple, but by passing in another dictionary. So I can pass in another dictionary, and now I can say I want to pass in the language that, where that is simply equals platform language, equals platform language, mostly used for Android, for mobile app development. Okay, so I can say mostly for mobile app development. So this is me passing in a dictionary that is having just one item, and this is going to update lang with this dictionary. So if I check what lang is now, you can see I've updated it with the that language. Okay, so that's it we have for the updates, and I think that is all we have for this program. So look at what we did. We said for get is used to extract a particular item. You're not removing it, you're just trying to access that item, get a view per se of that item from your dictionary. And the advantage of using get over your normal indexing is that you can give that get can give you the value none if it couldn't find the key you're looking for. But if you just try to look for the index, if you try to use the index, it's going to crash your program, to give you an error. Okay, we said if you want to delete, you can either use pop or popitem. You can go ahead and look out for what we did. If you want to clear the dictionary, you use clear, and if you want to update the dictionary by new values, you use updates. Okay, so you can go ahead, you have these videos, go ahead, watch them on and on to better understand this concept, because we are going to use them in writing a whole lot of programs from the next model, where we talk about control structures and the rest of that. Okay, so that's guys for these videos. As usual, go ahead and like, subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestion, any complaint, go ahead and put it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, where we're going to be talking about other types or other methods rather for dictionaries. Okay, bye bye.